Stagnation, welcome back to the channel. Here's our question. Have you been on Twitter lately? What is your perception of Twitter? Well, we'll bring you this news because with all the negativity, all the FUD, the noise, fear, uncertainty, and demand around Twitter lately, or these days, we will say, we believe that Twitter will be a major player in the Bitcoin ecosystem in the future. As a matter of fact, we'll say present future, not too far away.
Yep.
Let's jump right into it. Before we actually talk about what we mean by is going to be a major player in the future, let's look at some of the FUD that is surrounding the system. By the way, Double O, do you believe that Twitter, or rather, present future is an actual term?
Present future.
Yes.
Like a minute ago, it's a present future.
Like a minute from now is present future.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that word is in Oxford Dictionary yet, so I have to call Oxford. You know what I mean? Put me in there. I've been waiting to coin the term. Anyway, billions of dollars lost. How Twitter's blew troubled investor. Oh wow. How Twitter blew troubled investors on Wall Street. I cannot read today. Similarly, Lockheed Martin shares also ended up 5.5% down after an imposter account. So this is the situation of an imposter account. Okay, making a post, because the way this thing started, you know, you cannot start a sentence with similarly without giving us context. Maybe it's Microsoft Reader. I'm not going to blame the reader in this, the writer in this case. Okay. So Lockheed Martin shares also ended 5.5% down after an imposter said the company will begin halting all weapon sales to Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the US until further investigation into their record on human rights abuses.
I saw
Before
that.
being suspended.
I saw that tweet. I was like, what?
You saw it? Listen,
I
something
thought
to
it
say
was
about
real.
it. Why did you think it was real?
I was like, what's going on, man?
I'll come back to
Saudi
that,
Arabia
because I
was
have something
acting
to
up
say about
recently.
that. No, bro. Everyone already knows, like, there is a lot of fake information on the internet, man. You know, you have to browse cautiously. But we'll come back to that. Before being suspended last night, Elon Musk's idea of an $8 blue check subscription service on Twitter created a mess on Wall Street, with at least 2 stocks losing billions of dollars in market capitalization.
$8 making
Twitter?
damage.
Yeah, I know, but can you blame Twitter for the loss of another company's?
I think it's the outgoing customers the outgoing employees that are messing things up intentionally.
Hey, look, man.
You gonna fire me, man?
Fake tweets from verified Twitter accounts spur real losses for Lilly and Lockheed stock, right? That's the same thing
Eli
we
Lilly.
spoke about.
Yep.
This is what I say to this, man. If you're getting your investment news from Twitter and you're not verifying it, something is wrong. Okay? Because you could go to TradingView, not sponsored by them, but consider these free tools here. Okay? You could go to Yahoo Finance, you could go to Seeking Alpha, all these resources that are out there for news, right? To verify what you have seen before investing in that company or before selling your stock, right? If you're just buying and selling stocks based on what you see on Twitter, you know, add a little bit more juice to your research before investing. Carry on, Blah.
Hey, it's as simple as this, though. I feel like anywhere this guy goes, there's always going to be some kind of drama. It's either the technology initially has issues, or people just start printing FUD like no man's business.
I think
that
it's
was a question
no man's business for sure. Because I mean, for if Lockheed was going to come out and say we're not selling weapons to these people and those people, that is not good business. It's traditional business that we're talking about here, and these guys have their meetings behind closed doors. They will make that decision, and then there will be an official statement. You'll probably see it on the news. If you don't see it at all on the news, when it's something major like this, right? If you don't see it at all on the news, if you don't see it at all on the company's website itself, right, then hey, you really have no one to blame. This is why I think this is fraud. And it is fraud to distract away from some of the important things that Twitter is going to be doing, like setting up peer-to-peer payments on the Bitcoin or Bitcoin peer-to-peer payments on Twitter itself, and of course, I think Dogecoin is going to be rolling in there as well.
Yep.
Double up.
Yes. So I was on the Twitter space this weekend, all weekend long. Really, it was all day long, and Elon got on.
Yeah.
That was when you saw that big spike on Bitcoin too, by the way. And it's like, yeah, it's about time. Let's do this. And I was thinking about this was once upon an idea of mine where I feel like information sharing should not be centrally controlled.
Right.
Right? News should be provided. Like if you saw something going on the street, you can take your phone, get the news out there, get it to the people. It does not have to go through a news channel where they try to clean it out and they don't give enough details, or they want to provide it with a propaganda or an agenda before they release it. And Twitter is doing just that. What we need though is the verification and confirmation to make sure that that data is accurate. So it's currently working on one of the best things about blockchains, about Bitcoin, is the verification process, community verification of data before it gets released. That's number one. Number two, not only can you and I communicate, we don't need a central entity. Well, in this case, you can say the technology Twitter is a central entity, but it's another platform where we can exchange value without the current central powers or entities.
Central entities.
Yes,
It's true, because we've already seen how Twitter can affect an election. I mean, these people, I guess it's also about leadership within these various entities and what their beliefs are, where they lie. It's unfortunate because I believe that companies like this are supposed to be neutral, right? In especially when it comes to political matters. But this is a company that, under a different leadership, banned a president of the United States.
I mean, you hear about celebrities leaving Twitter because of Elon Musk as the founder, but this is what you want for your media, people. You want your media to be neutral. Anybody cannot come out there and talk, and you should not have to lose your job because somebody said something. People are allowed to speak freely. Even say you hate black people and you want to call me N-word on Twitter, you have the right to do that. The community itself will decide what that should be. That's just your process of thinking.
Yes, they have the right to do that, but they shouldn't. For sure.
Hey, Bitcoin Zay just got cancelled for talking about the three-letter
Yeah,
word.
talking about the Jews. I understand. No, totally. Well, here's the thing, because at the same time, it's like nothing that any of these people have said, like I say, Jews, is comparable to the fact of the reality of what happened with, slavery and the N-word stuff and all of that. Now, yes, I
we
get
can't
it.
compare. We can't. It's yeah.
No, just because here's why. I think that in general, right, for society to roll, you don't want to be, I guess, pushing another group in the wrong direction, if you will. And so, again, yes, they have the right to say these things, but we also have to look at the consequences of what happens after someone says those things, right? Because you might say these things to someone on Twitter, but then this person might decide to come meet you in real life, right? So we want to have some sort of balance going on. But I think that when you have people that, of course, if someone says something like that, you should not approach them. But when you have celebrities who are leaving the platform, I would not even take it to that extreme, man, because most people these days are extremely soft. You have people leaving just because Elon runs the platform, right? And they believe that whatever it is he's doing is not something that is really in alignment with their beliefs, which is fine. But the weird thing about it is, it seems to me that most of these people cannot even tell you what it is that they're against. You see what I'm saying? So, strange environment that we live in these days. that cancel environment. But I think
I
you
mean,
make a very
that's
good point that is important for people to be able to say whatever they want to say, for sure.
I think it should be. Yep. It's
Yeah.
thought about, Twitter is gonna go bankrupt. Yeah, because Elon mentioned that they might go bankrupt. At this point, you just
I don't think
need.
it will.
At this point, though, I think it's very important that people realize that what we're doing on YouTube is allowing people to speak out and get information out to people without centralized control. The platforms are still centralized; they're not decentralized. But you need to be able to listen from both sides. Don't be in that box where all you think about is, oh, I'm a Democrat, so I just want to follow Democrats. You want to understand
Exactly.
what's on the other side. So yeah,
This is true.
the the whole objective of this video is literally don't focus on all the noise. Let's focus on the technology and the solution that Twitter is solving, and they're about to do a lot more in the space.
Speaking of the technology, Bitcoin payments is now possible on Twitter. I think it's been for a little bit now. When you do the tip, when you hit the tip button and stuff like that, you can pay people in sats, peer to peer. I think that's an incredible thing. It's extremely powerful tool, connecting people around the world and making that transaction easy amongst people
I think you should say that again. Around the world,
around the world. Yeah,
even
those videos
far
are
reaching
really
than a Cash App. Twitter is
Exactly.
everywhere, really.
Exactly. So as long as it's on the Bitcoin network, man, you're global. And for Bitcoin to be on a platform like Twitter, that's just an
Major
incredible match.
adoption news.
This is something that is happening. This is something that people should be paying attention to, not all the fraud and whatever else that is being pushed out right now. That's all I have to say about that one. What are your thoughts?
Yes,
Let us
sir.
know in the comments.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, before we roll out, do you want to talk more about the Jewish or no?
Dude, are you trying to get me canceled? I ain't talking shit about nobody.
Well, we will leave that one alone, man.
Oh,
Before-
jeez.
Sam Bagman-Fried calls his father and his people, and the final.
Come after you.
Listen, Stagnation, we appreciate each and every one of you subscribing. We are almost at half of 1,000 subscribers, man, and it is absolutely incredible. It makes my soul jump, skip, and hop with joy. You see? So we appreciate it. Share the videos. Let us know more of what you would like to see, and we'll be sure to do our best.
Research.
Exactly.
Get it back to you.
Final thoughts, Double O.
As always, if not liked and subscribed, you should have done that by now, man. 12 minutes into the video.
Yeah, so
Follow us on
subscribe.
YouTube.
We
I
beg,
know. If you're
subscribe.
watching this on Twitter, follow us on Twitter. Actually, come to YouTube and follow us on YouTube. Like and subscribe. On Facebook,
Exactly.
oh man, we don't even like Facebook that much, but we're still on there.
What is happening? From what I understand, Facebook is really for old people now.
Hey, I'm a old guy.
Yeah, you're an old guy now, bro. If you think about it, when Facebook came out, the prime of Facebook, those people are now like in their
I tell
late
folks, man.
50s.
I
They're
tell
approaching
folks, man.
retirement.
I was using 6,000 and something on Facebook back in the day.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, college. You know, it was first the colleges, and GW was like college number 7 or 10 or something back in the day.
There is a difference. There is people who were early adopters is because you were tech savvy. We're talking about the core group that overtook the situation. They were not tech savvy, but this is their stomping grounds.
I was
It
late to
was
that
the
show.
old school people, man. The people
Yo.
who just miss MySpace. But, now it's like, I'm talking about connecting with high school friends type activity and all that madness, man. Those people are higher up in age. Anyway, until next time, prison out.
00